حاخام يهودي يتمنى عودة الخلافة الإسلامية، مؤكداً أنها كانت نموذجاً عادلاً حتى لليهود تحت حكمها.
I'm not a Muslim, but I wish that the Caliphate would come back, and I'll tell you why. The Caliphate have a way to protect the poor people. The jizya that we used to pay, it's only for the rich Jews. Poor Jews that didn't have money used to be received tax credit from the Muslims. Caliphate was the justice among the Caliphate was amazing. The Muslim nation today are divided because world superpowers, in order to weaken the Muslims and to enjoy and to take advantage of their natural amazing resources, which they have combined all over the Muslim area, oil and gold and copper, and one strong caliphate from Morocco till Pakistan, till Bangladesh, would be a solid caliphate which will bring a lot of honor, unity, prosperity in spiritualism and in justice. Zionism will come to an end. All the rabbis before the Second World War said that the Zionists will be driven out of Palestine, but Jews would remain with the Palestinians.
لماذا الغرب يحارب الإسلام؟ شابة أجنبية تشرح بالتفصيل سبب محاربة الغرب للإسلام والمسلمين.
No wonder the West hates Islam. Think about it. What's the biggest money makers right now in the West? You've got alcohol, gambling, weapons manufacturing, the sex industry, the financial system with the interest rates, cosmetics, fashion, music, Hollywood. But Islam cripples these industries. Gambling, forbidden. Alcohol, forbidden. Pornography, completely forbidden. And then next, interest is forbidden. So if Islam was in power, the current banking system would completely collapse. At the end of the day, Islam has no commercial value. They hate Islam because it threatens their profits and their power.
وفي الأخير نترككم مع طبيب أمريكي مسلم جديد يشرح معنى مسلم وكيف ينجو من الفتن ويفوز بالجنة.
What is a Muslim? Hi, I'm Dr. James Holt, and a Muslim declares there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is his prophet. Perhaps more precisely, a Muslim is one who submits to the will of Allah. This submission is shown in the actions that a person performs. It's not just to be found in declarations of Iman or faith, but in the living of that faith. This links explicitly with what Muslims believe about the nature of humanity. Within Islam, humanity is a special creation of Allah. Humans were created from clay and the spirit of life was breathed into them. They are distinct from the rest of creation by virtue of their soul, their conscience, intelligence, free will, and the ability to worship. These gifts make humanity superior to the rest of creation, including the angels, and every aspect of the natural world. The three parts of human, the body, the soul, and the intellect, all combine to enable a person to worship Allah and live in submission to His will. The initial purity of the soul is shown through the Islamic belief in reversion. All people are born in submission to Allah. It is only through life's experiences and choices that they rebel against Him. Thus, when a person chooses to follow Islam, they are reverting to the state of submission into which they were born. This battle between living in submission to Allah and not can be found in two elements of the human soul that have differing emphases in the various traditions of Islam and are linked to the concept of greater jihad. The greater jihad is the struggle to live in submission to Allah. That can be seen in the discussion of nafs and kalb. For some Muslims, these are what can be termed the downward nafs, though some Muslims would perhaps suggest that the nafs are neutral and that they are made negative or positive by human action. Ron Jeeves suggests that nafs can refer to impurities such as anger, greed, jealousy, hatred, and lust. The purpose of life is to overcome the downward nafs and develop those nafs that evidence a person standing before Allah. When this mastery is attained, a person is prepared for paradise. The qalb or heart can be seen to be the spiritual nature of humanity, which is capable of learning both good and evil. The outward actions of a person reflect the purity of a person's qalb. As a person gains wisdom and performs good deeds, then the person is prepared to receive paradise. The purification of the qalb is made possible by worship of and submission to Allah.